In this session, we will investigate two methods from Selenium, the getAttributes method and the text method. Both methods retrieve information from a web element. The difference is the getAttributes method returns information contained in a particular attribute from the web element, and the text method returns information based on the inner text content. If you're interested in a document, then I transcribed this video and you will find a link in the description that direct you to this document. Now, when it comes to the application, we are going to use this orange HRM application as the test application. Inspect the login panel. We see content located between the starting and ending div tag. Login panel is the inner text of this element, and that's how we return the text of an element. Inspect the login button. It does not contain inner text and only has a starting input tag. Therefore, to retrieve this information, we need the value of an attribute. In this case, there are 5 attributes. We can write our scripts to get the value of any one of these 5 attributes. However, let's get the login value from the value attribute, because that's the information that's located on the button. In the IDE, I have import statements for WebDriver, the by class, and Chrome Driver Manager. Also, the application has been loaded to maximize on the Chrome browser. Let's go back to get our first web element, the information. So when I inspect the login panel, we see it has an ID value of login panel heading. So our test script will have the same information when I write driver.findElement by ID, and I'm going to paste the value, and the value should only have login panel heading. Now I'm going to write I'm going to write text, because it is the inner text of the element. Now that I have found the element, the next step is for the login button. And when I inspect that, it has a value for ID of btn login. And we need the value attribute, which is right here. So watch how I write this information. When I go back to the IDE, I'm going to write driver.findElement by ID. The value btn login, followed by getAttribute. Then we pass in the value of the attribute, which also happens to be value. Now that we have found the information and used the correct Selenium method, let's print that information by writing print. And we're going to place that information inside of parentheses. Print. And this should now return the correct information. Let's run and see what the console shows us. The console shows us both values, login panel and login. That's it for the text method and getAttribute methods using Selenium with Python. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next session.